NACA channels. It needs 2 or 3 NACA conduits. 3 would be too much, excessively 1969 Shelby Mustang. Yet, the 2 phony dark vents on the hood of the 2018 Kia Stinger simply don't cut it and rather pervade this game's car with a faker vibe. Be that as it may, it's no faker. The Kia's hood beautification is only a little faux pas in a generally sweet visual and flow bundle that has put the new Korea-manufactured Stinger in the discussion with some of Germany's ideal and brightest energetic 4 entryways. We've tried 2 or 3 2018 Stingers previously, initial a back drive case and after that another with all-wheel drive. The 2 autos were first-class GT models controlled by a 365 horsepower twin-turbo 3.3-liter V6 and with $50,000 sticker costs. All Stingers share a back-wheel drive suspension with the Genesis G70. Our test auto's all-wheel drive framework added $2,200 to its sticker cost and an asserted 181 pounds to its control weight, which still totaled just 38.45 pounds on our scales. This time, our test vehicle speaks to the Stinger that the vast majority will pay month to month for, and it has a sticker cost of $37,000. Under its hood is a turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-four that likewise does obligation, yet mounted sideways, in the more affordable, front-wheel drive Kia Optima and Hyundai Sonata family cars. The 4-chamber is appraised at 255 drive, and its torque pinnacle of 260 lb-ft hits at only 1400 rpms. It isn't exactly as smooth as some other turbocharged 2.0 liters out there and it doesn't rev as high, beating out at a 6500 rpm redline. However, the 2-fold overhead cam motor takes care of business, with a level torque bend and a decent kick a little more than 6,000. The powertrain's weakness is the 8-speed program transmission, which Hyundai Kia outlined and works in-house. It's designed well for this bundle and its execution is fulfilling around town. However, play a Lewis Hamilton on your most loved twisty street and the 8-speed is lazy. Flicking the or shifters conveys a possible gear change, yet they could be snappier. At the test track, utilizing the auto's dispatch control framework, the base motor Stinger dealt with a 0 to 60 mph time of 6.1 seconds and a quarter-mile keep running of 14.7 seconds at 95 mph. That is around 1.5 seconds slower than the all-wheel drive Stinger GT in the 2 tests, yet 0.7 seconds speedier than the Optima Turbo with the same power plant. In the city, the 2.0-liter Stinger is responsive and fast. The 4-chamber gets somewhat rough at the highest point of its rev extend, however it's no arrangement executioner. What's more, in spite of the fact that our testing and assessment was done on 91-octane premium fuel, Kia says the Turbo 4 can get by drinking less expensive consistent. Sadly, it's parched. The motor's stop-begin framework is one of the smoothest around, so we once in a while deactivated the component. All things considered, we found the middle value of only 19 mpg amid 2 weeks of testing and blended driving around Los Angeles. Its EPA consolidated gauge is 24 mpg. Notwithstanding the transmission's tuning issues, the Stinger 2.0T is entertaining. The huge hatchback feels littler and lighter than it is, and with 52.1% of its weight over the front tires, it's all around adjusted and offers sharp handover. At the grip furthest reaches of its 18-inch Bridgestone Potenza RE97 ASO2 all-season tires, the Stinger does understeer, yet it's gentle and effectively adjusted, and the soundness control mediates with a delicate touch. The auto additionally created 0.88 g of hold on the skid pad, which bettered the execution of the last Alfa Romeo Giulia we tried a 2.0T AWD demonstrate. Somebody at BMW ought to request that Kia how-tune controlling. The Stinger's electrically help framework offers direct reaction and a lot of input and feel. At higher velocities the Stinger takes a stern set. It's quiet and cool even as it's hitting the best speed limiter at 132 mph. Its substantial 4-wheel circle brakes front rotors are 12.6 inches and the backs measure 12.4 inches. Anything but difficult to regulate and oppose blur when you're pounding the Stinger down a quick and tight mountain street. At the track, it stopped from 70 mph and 182 feet. The Stinger looks bigger than the BMW 4 Arrangement Grand Coupe, and it's more drawn out by around 7 inches. The auto has nearness, and all Stingers get 4 oversized chrome fumes tips, which makes the back perspective of the base model relatively unclear from that of the V6 fueled GT. Its 114.4-inch wheelbase is yearned for the Class 2, so there's a lot of backseat space. The driving position is low, similar to you'll discover in a Porsche Panamera, and the ergonomics are appropriate for an execution vehicle. There are huge white on dark simple measures, a 3-talk directing wheel with simply the correct bigness, and a T-handle adapt selector with positive activity. There's likewise a sport driving mode that adds weight to the Kia's guiding, enlivens throttle reaction, and ramps the transmission to hold outfits longer. However, the changes are inconspicuous and superfluous. We got ourselves joyfully leaving the auto in the default comfort mode more often than not. Higher spec models likewise get versatile dampers. The inside is agreeable and the ride tuning spot on, yet a considerable amount of street clamor penetrates the launch. You can't generally feel the street surface change as much as you can hear it. Concrete sings, old blacktop hums, and LA's 405 Turnpike sounds a considerable measure like the introduction to Ozzy Osbourne's Insane Train. Our test illustration, a base 2.0T model with a $2,000 DriveWise bundle of driver help highlights, likewise had a surprising blend of gear and alternatives. There were warm seats and a warm guiding wheel, however no rood framework, no sunroof, and no power liftgate, which was somewhat of a mistake in an auto costing $37,000. The Kia's 7.0-inch infotainment touchscreen additionally appears to be little at the cost point. Different trims get the 8.0-inch screen, and installed Wi-Fi isn't accessible. The 2018 Stinger 2.0T isn't flawless, yet its solid execution, style, and openness is a convincing mix. Of course, we favor the Stinger GT with its extra power and highlights, yet the 4-chamber Stinger remains the driver's auto, and with a base cost just shy of $33,000 with race-wheel drive, its esteem is certain. There's a lot of time in its life cycle for Kia to settle those hood vents, as well.